Fear is a fundamental feeling. It's not only a biological alarm, it's a dialogue between your ego and your intuition. And there are two kinds of fear that you have to learn to recognize. And today I'm going to dive into this topic, and I want to share my own experience, how fear exists in my life and how I recognize the bad fear from the good one. So let's begin. Welcome back to my channel, and as you understood today, I just want to share my own experience. I want to share my opinion, and I want to show you how everything that is connected with fear works in my life. So I separate fear into like two sections, into two kinds. The first one is one that says to you, you have to go into this fear, you have to overcome obstacles. It's something like you have to learn, you have to face it, and you have to do the thing. The second one, it's also the same fear, the same feeling, but it says something opposite. It says to you, don't go, don't do this. This fear tries to give you a heads up, tries to warn you, and like it is saying that you have to back off, you have to stay safe, and maybe you have to avoid something, some people, some circumstances, some events, I don't know what, but this fear definitely gives you a heads up. So let's talk about the first fear. The first fear I call a good one. Why it's a good one? Just because it means that you have to go into this fear and you will grow there. This is the point of your growth. You definitely have to face it. You have to face all of the obstacles and everything that scares you in order to progress, in order to get some development and get something good in your life. And usually this fear is connected with those decisions that threaten your comfort zone, that threaten your this sense of control. Sometimes we have to let the things go by themselves and don't immerse into the situation. We just have to watch how everything is going to reveal itself. So this fear is so good just because it tells you that you are going to grow. And the most important companions of this fear is excitement. It's the willing of going to your goal no matter what. You just have this intention to go to the end. And this is really important because you are so scared, you're freaking scared, you're almost froze, but at the same time, you have this gut knowing inside your head, inside your chest, that everything is going to be all right and I can do this. I'm going to overcome this, and you have this itchy feeling that you want to do this, you want to face this feeling, you want to face this fear. For example, how it worked in my life. When I graduated, I wanted to go abroad. I always had been dreaming about going abroad and live there, and I did it finally. So I was so scared. I was so scared because I was about to get out of my comfort zone. I didn't know what waits me there, because this is absolutely another country, another culture, different traditions, different mindset, and I was so scared, but I wanted to go there. I wanted to face this fear, definitely. I wanted to experience everything that is behind this fear. And I moved to Taiwan. I worked there, and this experience, oh my God, it gave me a lot. I grew up. I understood that I'm very strong, that I am capable of anything if I want to. this is the huge lesson that I got. If you want to do something so badly, you will do this. You will definitely do this. And I faced this fear. I moved to Taiwan, and it brought me huge changes in my life, and that changes were very positive, despite the fact that was like a little bit hard and tough time. But anyway, I'm so grateful that I faced my fear and I went into this fear. And now let's talk about the second one. The second fear is also some kind of the fear of your inner voice, but this one tries to warn you, tries to tell you that you have to avoid something, that you have to back off, that you went off your true path. And this fear, it makes you small. It all the time tries to kind of stop you. You face a lot of problems and obstacles that you can't overcome, that you can't solve. And the most important signal that this fear warns you about something that is going to be bad is this repetitive thought in your head, like, are you sure that you really want it? What if it goes wrong? Like, all the time you are kind of under some pressure and you overthink all the time, and you start feeling this heaviness in your chest or even in your head, because you think about it, because you are not sure, you doubt, you're not confident about your decision that you are going to make. And this is the most important sign that this fear tries to give you a heads up, and you need to listen to it. And also, this fear is against your beliefs and your values. And the most important, it doesn't give you any energy, it drains your energy. You feel tired all the time. But the first fear, I forgot to mention, it gives you energy. It gives you some power to move on, to act, and to get what you want anyway. So, if you are exhausted, if you are anxious, and if you are really worried and you have a heavy head, heaviness in your chest, that means you don't need to go there. Your intuition warns you, you have to stay where you are and just wait for another option, for another path. For example, that how it was in my life. It is connected with my marriage, and when my husband proposed me, I was so nervous and I literally started to shake. That was like a body sign that something is going wrong, and I didn't want to get married that time, but somehow I said yes. I know why I did it, but this is not the point right now. We're talking about this fear. I was so freaking out because that was so terrible for me, and it terrified me. I was shaking. I didn't want to get married the second time, and unfortunately I did, or maybe even fortunately, because we don't know why everything happens. I know that maybe I could choose another path and it would be not as tough as this one, but anyway, I'm grateful for my experience. But this fear warned me. All the time I overthought, like, what am I doing? No, this is not what I want. Why am I doing this? Like, are you sure this is something that will bring you happiness? And I knew the answer that is not, but I've decided to go into this fear, and I thought that time that I have to face it because you need to face your fear. But no, there are two types. One of them you have to face, another one you have to kind of avoid. You have to stop, and you have to listen to your intuition. You don't need to reject your values and your beliefs. But I did it, and because of this, I had a very long depression that I didn't like, but anyway, everything that happens for a reason, and I truly believe that this kind of experience is going to bring me something and bring me somewhere where I anyway have to be. But if I think that if I hadn't chosen this path, I would have come to the same main event that I'm having now, but maybe it wasn't so hard and tough. And this is what happens in my life. This is what I experience, and I just want to share it with you, and I hope it will help you somehow. So I just want to give you some kind of conclusion. You have and you feel two fears. The first one is good. The second one is bad. This good fear speaks confident. It speaks like a gentle, calm, and it's kind of the sudden warning. It feels, it feels right. It feels even like you are excited, and sometimes you can have the goosebumps, and you can have this warm gut feeling inside your chest. I'm scared, but I truly want to do this. I truly want to get what I want to get. This is the one. The second one, it is connected with heaviness in your chest. It is connected with headaches because you overthink all the time. It's really loud. It's like urgent. It's really repetitive. That you just hear all the same thoughts all the time. You can feel doubts. And maybe you even have this thought like you have to decide now or you will regret it. And if you think you're going to regret, don't go there. And sometimes you even can feel this racing heart and anxiety and even nausea. That also happens because your body speaks to you too. If you think you will regret, no, don't go. Just wait. Just stop, please. And I hope this information was some kind of helpful for you. I just shared my experience, that what happens in my life, that how I live and what I experience. And I think that's all for today. Feel free to leave your comments and see you next time. Bye.